defense campaign headed by Captain Paul Watson's 7th expedition to oppose illegal activities in the Japanese whaling fleet in the Southern Ocean. Over 1,900 whales have been saved in the past. As the end of no compromise came to a close, there was a recorded not 10% of the Japanese quota had been met, making this year's campaign the most successful to date. The Sea Shepherd Conservation Society engages in various demonstrations, campaigns, and tactical operations at sea and elsewhere, including conventional protests and direct actions to protect marine wildlife. Sea Shepherd operations have included interdiction against commercial fishing, shark poaching, and finning, seal hunting, and whaling. Many of their activities have been called piracy or terrorism by their targets. Today's guest will talk about his experience with becoming familiar with the Sea Shepherd and how it has affected his life personally. The Humanities Communication Arts Department of Norwood Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join our host, Lauren Stevens, to meet the next new director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guest you are about to meet is a student who, when not on camera, is behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. They have written and directed 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they have completed, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is an NCC student in the Film and TV production course and someone who is passionate for helping animals in need. We would like you to meet today's guest, Joe Gonzalez.
Hi Lauren, thank you for having me here.
Thank you for being here. Please tell us a little bit about how you found out about Sea Shepherd, what the organization is about, and how it has had an impact on your life.
Well Lauren, I grew up loving the orca whale. It was my favorite animal. I love the Native American legends that run along with it and how the white wolf became an orca whale, which is the wolf of the sea now. And my favorite movie growing up was Free Willy. I'm still obsessed with it. I've watched it like 1,000,000 times, and you could see me in. I brought video for you to watch today and pictures of me when I was little, and anyway, pictures of me when I was little with my orca. I still have it actually, the same one little there, and you know, and that is an orca whale. I love it, and it's my favorite animal, and anyway, Sea Shepherd, I discovered them in Target one day. I was browsing through the movies and I came across this DVD called Whale Wars. I said, oh, this looks interesting. So I went home, I didn't buy it, but I went home to look it up on the internet and I found, wow, this organization is Sea Shepherd, and you could see them over here on the video. And basically they're an organization, they're considered eco-terrorists and pirates because they'll stop at nothing to protect whale sanctuary in the Antarctic Ocean. And you know, they have various different campaigns. You can see them over here. They're ramming a whaling vessel because they're illegally there, and they will do anything. They'll die for these whales. And that's why they're taken so seriously. Here, this is a little graphic, but it's the Canadian seal hunt. And what they do, they try to protect the Harp Seal Sanctuary in Alaska, because Canadians are also doing this illegally, and it's really wrong what they do. And you can see, you know, over here, what's happening. Sad,
so
isn't it?
Just like leave them there to die?
No, they actually take them and they skin them and they leave their remains on the ocean, right there on the.
That's horrible.
And you know, they're highly against captive animals, as you can see here, especially orca whales, and you could see why captive animals should not be held captive because of the tragedy. If you heard about the tragedy last year with the whale and the trainer, and this is a tiger who is a roadside attraction at a gas station off a highway in California. And people just come to look at him, and he's trapped in that little cage, and it's horrible. But
wow.
See, animals should not be kept in captivity. They have little space, and you can see on orcas that their dorsal fins flop down because they don't have enough space to swim. So it's much better to see them out in the ocean, in the wild, like whale watching.
Oh, wow. Holy cow, that's a lot to take in. What are some of the most useful things that you've learned in the TV production course?
Everything, actually. No, it really strengthened my knowledge to get every single detail perfect, to always have the storyboards to look at, not to cross that 180 line. And it's also a curse, as Stoney mentioned, because now you can't watch a movie without enjoying it anymore. You know, you always see, oh, that's an over shoulder shot. That's what I see most, and shift focus. And so I can never sit down and really enjoy a movie that I've never seen for the first time.
Wow. Could you tell us why you decided to take the TV production course?
Well, originally I was a transfer student. I was transferring from another school, and I wanted to go to school in New York, but unfortunately I missed the deadline. I was too late, and they were already full. So I came over here, and I looked at the catalog, and I saw that you have a TV production course here. And that's what I want to get into. I want to be a producer for television. So I thought it was perfect for me, and it would give me a head start for my, for the next school. And I'm enjoying it really a lot, and I wish to make more classes in the future.
Tell us about the productions you created for the TV1 class, the Learning Project, the Action Sequence, the New England Winter Project, and the Orange Project.
Well, my Learning Project was the first project we did, as you can see in the videos that are about to pop up. I thought it was a disaster, actually, because I missed 2 classes before that, and here we are in the Learning Project, and I was already behind, so I was assigned with this girl who didn't know what she was doing either, and but the key word there for Learning Project is the Learning Project. So we're learning all the steps to become filmmakers, and that's what was really important about it, which brought us to the next project, which was the Action Sequence. Here you can see, all right. This is my action sequence, and I wanted Taylor to play guitar for me, and I felt more comfortable with this than the Learning Project because it was our first real project, and we got to apply what we learned in our first project into this one. She did know how to play though, a little bit, so she was actually playing the guitar. Yeah, she had a lot of trouble putting it away. We had to do different shots of that because she lacked that. This is my New England Winter Project, and I really like this one because it was very peaceful and tranquil at the beach. Even though I had these 2 golden retrievers following me everywhere without their owners, I didn't know who they were, but I got their paw prints into the video, so I gave them some credit. And I got to use the different types of camera shots, such as poor man's resolve, simplicity, shift focus, and capturing dimension and the different lines of grace, which is a lot of fun. It was like a scavenger hunt, like finding all these different shots. And next was my Orange Project. It was my favorite project because we got to be really creative with it, and it was a full production, which was all by ourselves. And mine was very graphic and bloody, and you'll see in my best project at the next thing what I talk about here. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's kind of a horror movie. Yeah.
It's got blood on the knife.
Yeah, they do. See, it's not done.
Now, I know you had one project that you felt was your best. Please tell us about it while we watch a sample of the video with the music you selected.
The Orange Project, like I said, was the best because it was most fun to make, and there's so much fun and creativity going into it. We had lots of laughs. We have lots of bloopers at the end, and you can see now it was our own from the bottom up, and you can listen to the music right here. It's supposed to be music. It's not completely done yet, but I have a few clips done. It's a horror movie, sort of, and it's about this orange. His name is Evil Father Orange, and he completely flips, and he basically tries to kill everybody who murdered his family. So it should be fun to watch when it's all done. And you can see now he's pointing, right now I'm gonna add, but he's pointing to the trash can because he's showing the person who ate the oranges, his dead family in the trash can, and then there's supposed to be a flashback. It's gonna be really cool. So make sure you check it out.
So the reason why he killed those people.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to watch it when it's done. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna win awards for it.
See it. I don't really like horror films, but this sounds interesting.
There is plenty of them.
You mentioned the variety of things you have learned in this course. What was the most interesting and important skill you learned, and how will you put it to use?
Well, to pretend to be the audience, because I believe that as a director, you really have to pay attention to that. You have to act like you're someone who's just seen a poster or a trailer for the movie and they don't know what it's about, and someone who's just going in the first time and watch it. And that really helped me because I get to have my storyboards, like I said before, not to cross the 180 line, not to have too many of the same shots going all at once.
Today we got to meet someone who shared with us his beliefs of protecting the world's natural existence as well as his passion for filmmaking. As a new TV director, he hopes to apply what he has learned at NCC to future television productions and one day be known as a praised and successful producer in the television industry. I would like to thank our guest today, Joe Gonzalez, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Lauren.
Thank you for being here. We hope you enjoyed meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and have a great day.
This has been The New Directors, with your host, Lauren Stevens, directed by Diane Basico. I'm your announcer, Diego Givovich. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student